Satnam. All right, happy Sunday. My name is GuruNischan. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you don't know me, every Sunday we do a live Kundalini Yoga broadcast right here on my YouTube channel. And if you're a member of the temple, my membership portal, you can tune in to these classes 24/7 and access 40 plus Kundalini Yoga classes, full length, short breath practices, lots of other meditation practices, and things to help you create a daily personal practice to anchor into your inner world, your own inner center. Because as the world externally starts to increase with more and more pressure, if we aren't strengthening our own inner electrical circuitry, we will short circuit instead of being able to meet the pressure with a new level of pressure, a new type of presence. So this type of work helps you to cultivate that, yes? Those of you that are my followers, you know this, and you know the importance of regularly clearing out the mind-body system, the central nervous system, and we're going to do that today. We're working on the upper body, neck, and shoulders. What else are we doing? We're working on the rib cage today. Okay? Let's do it. Come sitting up straight. Adjust your glutes. Bring your hands together at the heart. Let's tune in. Hands pressed together with about 10 pounds of pressure. Allow the eyes to close. Inhale through the nostrils. And exhale. And inhale to begin. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale deeply. And exhale. Okay, come off your pillow if you're on one. Adjust your glutes so that the rectum is fully adjusted to the earth. It's your grounding place, yes? And go ahead and rest the hands on the knees. Let's just do a little soupy grind, rotating the upper torso around the base of your spine, okay? Inhaling as you're going forward, exhaling as you're going back. Let's switch directions. I want you to exhale to the parts of your body that are resisting the movement. Inhale, center. Exhale. All right, let's do a little spinal flex. Hands on the shins. Inhale forward, exhale back. Keep the head nice and steady. Start to increase the speed gently and sweetly, tantalizing the energy from the base of the spine up to the top of the head. This exercise, when done regularly, increases the spinal serum to your brain, can help increase your memory and mental clarity. Inhale, center. Hold it and exhale. Take a few breaths. All right, well, we're going to get to it, and we're going to get right to our exercises for the day. Today's first Kriya is called Kriya for the Ribcage area. Now, the Ribcage area of the body is a region that we tend to hold a lot of our emotional garbage that we haven't processed. Old grief, old anguish, old resentments, old emotional baggage from situations in our life that we haven't actually cleared out or expressed for whatever reason. And the reason it's held in the rib cage is because the lungs hold our grief. And the cage of the ribs is like a protective cage to hold on to stuff that we're not necessarily ready to deal with in the realm of the heart. Yes, heart and lungs all hiding in the rib cage. So as we start to do these exercises, it's very normal for old emotions to start moving their way out. Sometimes they show up as body sensations, and you might not know why there's emotion coming up through you. Don't worry about what the stuff is. Just let it flow and let it go. Yes? Okay. So this first exercise, we are going to put the fingertips. In fact, I think we're going to change. Hold on real quick. We're going to start with our other Kriya first, because I think it will help us warm up for the rib cage. So we're going to start with the Kriya for upper body, neck, and shoulders, and then we're going to move into the rib cage Kriya. Okay? I think it'll work out better that way. So how do we begin? Okay, so the arms, you're going to stretch the arms, putting the back of the hands together. Okay? And from this position, bring the arms straight out to the sides. Okay, so we're going to do 4 steps here. Let's see. Stretch the arms out, front, hands turn so that the palms remain facing out. So this is stage 1. Okay, from this position, bring the arms straight out to the sides of the body, like this. Okay, in the third position, swing the arms straight out behind the body. So this is third. Hands are stretched behind you. Okay. Sitting them as far back as possible, and then return the arms to the second position. Okay, back straight. Okay, extend the arms out to the side, and then we're going to repeat that 4-part movement. Okay, and we're going to be using the mantra Sa Ta Na Ma. So we start here. Sa Ta Na Ma. Okay, so it's Sa Ta Na Ma. Sa Ta Na Ma. Sa Ta na, ma. Sa, ta, na, ma. Sa, ta, na, ma. Okay? Just like that. Sa, ta, na, ma. Sa, ta. Out to the sides. Na is as far back as you can go. And then back to the sides. Ma. Sa, ta, na, 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 ma. Keep going. Sa, ta, na, ma. Chanting out loud, using your tongue, using your voice. Satanama is the sound current of transformation. It's birth, it's life, it's death, it's transformation and rebirth again. The cycle of all organisms. Everything comes into life. It exists. It dies off and transforms into something else. And we are no different. So we are connecting ourselves to the larger awareness that we also birth, live, die, and transform. So own that transformative experience. Parts of you are dying off. Cells die all the time. And then they rebirth themselves. But based on the amount of oxygen in the cells is whether it's a nice, healthy, thriving cell. Put oxygen into your blood. Put oxygen into your brain. Put intention into your movement. Put intention into the sound you create. This exercise works on the muscles of the upper arms. You're doing great. We're almost there. Sa, ta, na, ma. Sa, ta, na, ma. Arm exercises are often not easy for many people because the arms deal with the realm of the heart. So we hold a lot of stuff that we haven't dealt with at the heart. Sa, ta, na, ma. Sa, ta, na, ma. Keep going, almost there. All right, inhale deeply. Beautiful, exhale. Now begin to grab as if you're ringing a bell, like pulling a rope of a bell, and when your hands come down, they're in fists and the thumb is extended out. And then when you reach up, your fingers are reaching for something as if you're pulling a bell or ringing a church bell in rhythm, okay? And you can look up as if you're grabbing it and you're moving as rapidly and fast as you can. As the arms go up, the fingers will stretch up and reach to pull down. The arms move in parallel about 8 to 12 inches. Exhale with each down movement. So inhaling up, exhale down. Reaching straight up and grabbing straight down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Open the hands and reach with the fingers. Close the hands into fists as you reach and pull it down. Use your breath. Let your breath sustain you beyond your physical body's capacity. Your body is far more powerful. Your mind is far more powerful. Your ability is far more expansive than your mind wants you to believe. Because if your mind is in control, it's winning. And what we're doing is we're training our mind to serve our higher consciousness. Don't believe the hype of your mind. Your mind will always create a story. And those stories can bring you into the depths of despair or to the height of your fantasy, but it's all within the realm of the mind. But when the mind is a servant of your heart, is a servant of your conscious self, you can maneuver through every obstacle. You can see the unseen. You can know the unknown. You can trust this inner guidance system that is encoded into every cell of your body. Beautiful. Inhale, stretch out. And exhale. Beautiful. We're going back to the exercise number 1 just for a little while. So back to here, yes? Palms out. Sa, ta, na, ma. 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 Use the chant. Move beyond the sensation of pain in your arms. You can do this. Let yourself experience the internal pressure. Let your body heat itself up. Ma, sa, ta, na, ma. 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 Inhale. Exhale down. Breathe deeply, palms up. Circulate the energy, let it flow through the arms. Whew. Yowza, huh? That arm stuff is never a joke. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Hands are in fists. Thumbs are out of the fist. You're going to just put the fists to the sides of your hips and pressed into the ground. And we're going to begin to twist the body. So as you twist, you're going to roll the right shoulder forward and the body twists left. And then you're going to roll the left body shoulder forward and the body twists right. So we're going to inhale as we twist left, exhale as we twist right. Good. Use the breath. This exercise works to break up calcium deposits as well as adjusting the rib cage and the lower vertebrae of the neck. I think it feels pretty good. It's not often we kind of twist ourselves like this. Make sure you're inhaling and exhaling through the nostrils. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Twist one shoulder forward, twist the other shoulder forward, and feel the twist of the spine and the rib cage. Keep the head steady if you can. Try not to be like moving the whole body like a sway. Try to really isolate it and get the head steady and move that shoulder so that the rib cage gets moved. Because if the head is steady and the base of the spine or the rectum is steady, then the middle part of your body has to move. And if it's not moving, something internally will start moving so that it frees up your physical form to move. Remember, calcium calcifies, yeah? So calcium can get corroded internally. It just builds up and it creates internal tension and it creates a lack of movement. The body is meant to move. And because we live such a sedentary lifestyle, we oftentimes get calcium deposits built up in our joints. And then over time, it just creates pain, arthritic pain, and other sorts of bodily and joint pain. Hands are in fists at the sides, just pressed into the earth. Isolate the movement. Get those shoulders working it. Right? Beautiful. Continue the same movement, but now we're going to chant. Hum, dum, hara, hara. 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 Hum, dum, hara, hara, 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 hum, dum, hara, hara. Again, hands are in fists at the sides of your hips, rotating the shoulders forward, creating a nice twist at the rib cage. One roll forward, the other roll forward, head stays even. Try not to sway your whole body, but get that shoulder rocking. Hum, dum, hara, hara. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Take a few breaths. Beautiful. Inhale deeply. And exhale. We're going to extend the arms straight out, palms forward. And as rapidly as possible, you're going to inhale the arms up. Palms don't touch, but they come close. Exhale back down to parallel. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. As rapidly as you can handle it. Remember, this is all about you showing up for you. You in competition with yourself, with your own mind, with your own internal narrative. You can be and do and have anything you choose if you can get beyond the limitations of your mind. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Inhaling and exhaling through the nostrils. This exercise strengthens your nervous system and breaks up calcium deposits. What we're doing is we're creating short-term pressure. So if it hurts, it's a good sign. Go beyond it. We're creating an internal pressure so that your nervous system can activate the parasympathetic side of itself. So you have two sides. You actually have three sides of your nervous system, but sympathetic and parasympathetic. And the parasympathetic is your relax and restore mechanism. And for most people, that part of the mechanism, their nervous system isn't working. So we create short-term pressure through the exercise. So don't stop. Push yourself to go beyond, because the whole point is to experience a heightened level of stress or tension so that the body can expand and experience a deeper state of relaxation when we stop. Okay, so build up the pressure, build up the intensity, and when we stop, you'll feel the flood or the rush of your body self-correcting. Remember, it's not meant to be easy. It's not meant to be comfortable. It's meant to rearrange you. We're breaking up calcium deposits in the shoulders. Doing great. Keep going, keep going. When it's hard, use your breath stronger, more powerfully, more potently. You can do it. Less than a minute. Keep going. Less than 40 seconds. Notice how your mind is freaking out. Don't believe your mind. Bring your attention back to the breath. Engage the breath. Let the breath sustain you. Let the breath carry you. Let the breath give you new strength, new power. Let the breath give you wings to fly beyond the pressure, to move through the pressure with grace, with presence, with compassion, with peace. Inhale. Hold. Squeeze the anus, sex organs, navel point. Pull the tongue. Press the tongue to the roof of the mouth. Hold. Pull the belly in. Exhale down. Deep conscious breaths. Rest the hands down on the knees. Stretch the head all the way back. And you're going to begin to do half circles. Inhaling the ear to one shoulder, rolling it back, exhaling it to the right shoulder. Inhale left, exhale right. Use your breath. And you're moving your head in half circles in the back, ear to one shoulder, ear to the other shoulder, breathing in between. Beautiful. Go ahead and rotate your shoulder head forward, chin to the chest. Inhaling your head up. And exhale. Beautiful. Take a few breaths. Let the body self-correct. Inhale deeply. And exhale. Okay, so now we're moving on to a Kriya called Kriya for the rib cage. Okay, back to the rib cage area so that we've worked our arms a little bit. You'll see why that was important. You're going to connect the pinky finger and the thumb together, and the other fingers are extended. Palms are facing each other parallel to the ground. Okay, we're going to forcefully and powerfully inhale up and then exhale down. Inhaling the hands up, exhaling the hands down. Hands don't touch each other and they don't touch the ground. Inhale up, exhale down. Be as powerful and intentional as you can. But try not to flex your spine. You're keeping the spine straight and you're just moving the arms. Good. And continue. This exercise adjusts the rib cage and relaxes this area of your body. Swing powerfully. Palms are actually down, okay? So you're actually facing down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. But the pinky and thumb are touching, okay? Pinky and thumb are touching. It's called Buddhi Mudra. The pinky finger deals with communication, the realm of communication. The thumb is the ego. So. Inhaling up, exhaling down, powerful breath. Try not to move the whole body. Just move the arms. Get the arms moving like a pump. Challenge the mind to be one-pointed. Inhaling set, exhaling nam. Train this mind to serve your intention. Good, keep going. Beautiful, keep doing it. Keep the chin pulled in. Try not to flop your body around. You're just moving the arms. I know this stuff is tough. You can do it though. Don't believe your mind. Believe your breath. Believe your power. Believe your process. Use the breath. Inhale powerfully. Exhale powerfully. Inhale powerfully. Exhale powerfully. You can do it. The arms stay straight. No bend in the elbows. You're almost there. Keep going. Keep up. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Feel the pressure. Feel the challenge of it, but move through it. Inhale up. Exhale down. Deep conscious breaths. Let the body adjust. Breathing deeply through the nose. Keep the arms straight. Let the body circulate. You've created a lot of intentional energy through this region of your system, and your body begins to self-correct when we pause. So do the best you can to get still. Try not to fidget or move around or to get busy or to stretch. Just breathe. Feed the cells. Feed the fibers of your body. Breathe consciously through your nose, not your mouth. When you breathe through the nostrils, you're inviting the oxygen to the lower lobes of the lungs, which is where all the blood sits. So you're circulating the blood through your body by breathing through your nose. You're activating the parasympathetic nervous system, part of your nervous system that restores and heals you. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Okay. So you're going to wrap your hands around your rib cage. So you're kind of like giving yourself a hug, but make sure your hands are wrapped around the ribs. Okay? We're going to inhale and twist left and exhale and twist right. Okay, another juicy twisting exercise for the ribs. This exercise moves the diaphragm area and works on the stomach. Keep going. Enjoy this juicy movement. Inhaling left, exhaling right, adjusting the rib cage. Again, the rib cage holds a lot of emotional garbage that we haven't processed. So move it out. If it's tight, if your breath feels tight, all that's normal. Let your head move with your body. Inhaling left, exhaling right. Twist it out. Squeeze it out like you're squeezing or twisting a old rag. Clearing out all the gunk in your trunk. You're almost at the end. Keep going. How you doing? Keep up. You're almost there. Less than 10 seconds. Beautiful. Inhale, center. Exhale. And relax the posture. Take a few breaths. Inhale deeply. And exhale. Okay, we're coming into a camel posture. So camel posture is on your knees. I'm going to give you the adjustment, or I'm going to give you the adjusted version, and then I'm going to show you how the posture really goes. Okay, so put your hands on the upper part of your buttocks, or right below your lower back, and you're going to press your pelvis forward and lift your heart. Shoulders roll back, and then your head comes back. And so this is as much as you can do. Just make sure you're pressing your pelvis forward. If you can reach back and grab a hold of your heels, okay, this is what camel posture really is. So you're pressing the pelvis forward, hands are at your heels, head is back, heart is open, and in this posture, breath of fire. Rapid exhalation through the nose. Pumping the navel point. This is a fire breath. It puts oxygen to the blood and it cleanses the blood very, very fast. So find your posture and go for it. Make sure the head relaxes back and shoulders are open and heart is lifted. Keep pressing the pelvis forward. Keep pumping the navel point. Allow the eyes to close and focus at the third eye point. Really press that heart open. Open those shoulders. This exercise adjusts the navel point and relieves the stomach from the effects of overeating. This heavy breath of fire cleanses the body of disease if you practice it regularly. This exercise gives control over hunger and thirst. It also helps to open up the heart center and clear anything that's preventing our heart from being open. So stay steady, use the powerful breath. Make sure the breath rhythm is steady so you can continue it for a period of time, as opposed to overdoing it where you wear yourself out. The key to this work is to be slow and steady, not necessarily slow, but you know what I mean, consistent and steady, as opposed to high and low, if that makes any sense. Yes? So keep going. Beautiful. Keep up there. Almost there. Keep going. Inhale deeply. Hold it, lift the heart, perfect the posture, press the pelvis forward. And exhale, slowly bring yourself down into baby posture, forehead to the floor, stretching the arms forward. Keep breathing deeply through the nose. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Slowly draw yourself out of the posture and back into a sitting posture for our last exercise. Beautiful. All right, this last exercise, we're going to inhale and bring the hands into a halo above us, kind of with hands slightly cupped, creating this circle above our head. And then we're going to exhale and create a circle beneath our shoulders like this. So inhale here, exhale here. Good. This exercise helps to develop the flow of the psyche. That you are in the realm of abundance. And the more you clear your inner space, the more you create space in your life to draw in all of the things you desire that can support and help to fulfill your mission and purpose. And we're going to continue the same movement, but we're going to add the mantra, all things come from God, all things go from God. Okay? Or go to God, sorry. All things come from God, all things go to God. All things come from God, all things go to God. All things come from God, all things go to God. All things come from God, all things go to God. All things come from God, all things go to God. All things come from God, all things go to God. All things come from God, all things go to God. All things come from God, all things go to God. All things come from God, all things go to God. All things come from God, all things go to God. All things come from God, all things go to God. All things come from God, all things go to God. All things come from God, all things go to God. All things come from God, all things go to God. All things come from God, all things go to God. All things come from God, all things go to God. All things come from God, all things go to God. All things come from God, all things go to God. All things come from God, all things go to God. All things come from God, all things go to God. All things come from God, all things go to God. All things come from God, all things go to God. All things come from God, all things go to God. All things come from God, all things go to God. All things come from God, all things go to God. All things come from God, all things go to God. All things come from God, all things go to God. All things come from God, all things go to God. All things come from God, all things go to God. All things come from God, all things go to God. All things come from God, all things go to God. All things come from God, all things go to God. All things come from God, all things go to God. All things come from God, all things go to God. All things come from God, all things go to God. All things come from God, all things go to God. All things come from God, all things go to God. All things come from God, all things go to God. All things come from God, all things go to God. All things come from God, all things go to God. All things come from God, all things go to God. All things come from God, all things go to God. All things come from God, all things go to God. Inhale out. Exhale. Relax down, take a few breaths, meditate on the flow of the breath. Inhale deeply. Exhale. And come lying onto your backs for deep relaxation. Let your spine fall to the earth. Feet are apart. Let your pelvis relax to the ground. Surrender the shoulders. Offer your heart to the heavens. Tuck the chin in so that the spine is elongated and the neck can relax. Slightly part your lips, releasing any tension in the face and the jaw. Breathing through the nose. And let your body be reset. Take a deep breath. Begin to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Rotate your wrists and your ankles in circles in both directions. Twist your hands above your head, point your toes, take a deep breath. As you lengthen your spine, give yourself a good stretch. As you exhale, make yourself even longer and taller. Exhale, beautiful. Go ahead and cross over. Lift one knee up and bring it across the body into a cross stretch. Take a few breaths into your side body. Be sure to do the other side. Beautiful. Grab a hold of your knees, rock up and down on your spine, bring yourself up to a sitting posture for our meditation. We're doing a mental meditation today, a silent meditation rather. So you're chanting the mantra Waheguru 8 times to yourself on both the held inhale and the held exhale. So it's Waheguru, 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 Waheguru. Okay? So the hands are pressed together in a strong prayer mudra in front of the chest. Keep the hands pressed together with all the fingers fitting exactly against each other. The palms are also locked together in firm, perfect fit. So make sure there's no space, okay? Pressing the hands together, we're going to inhale deeply. Hold the breath and mentally chant. Waheguru, 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 Waheguru. Exhale, release the breath. Hold the breath out and mentally chant. Waheguru, 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 Waheguru. Inhale deeply. And mentally chant Waheguru, 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 Waheguru. Exhale, releasing all the breath. Holding the breath out, mentally chant Waheguru, 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 Waheguru. And continue at your rhythm, inhaling, holding the breath, mentally chanting Waheguru 8 times. Exhale, release the breath, mentally chanting Waheguru 8 times on both the held in and the held out breath. Meditation brings tremendous change in your destiny. It brings neutrality. You do this before going to bed, you will awake with freshness and opportunity each day. Make sure you're chanting the mantra once the breath is all the way in and you're holding it, and once the breath is all the way out and you're holding it out. Don't chant while you're inhaling or while you're exhaling. Let it be on the still holding of the breath that the mantra is repeated throughout. Mentally chanting Waheguru 8 times, holding the breath in at the top of the breath, holding the breath out at the bottom of the breath. Feel this vibrational frequency inside, neutralizing your internal system with the ecstasy of consciousness in this moment. Waheguru, Wah, the ecstatic awakening in this moment. Hey, right now. Guru, darkness and light, that transformation of from knowing, from not knowing to knowing, from ignorance to awareness, from nothing to everything. Waheguru. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Inhale, stretch your hands up. Exhale. Rest with the palms up or in Gyan Mudra. Be as still as you possibly can. Inhale. And exhale. Staying within yourself, bring your hands into prayer mudra to close our class. Put a prayer for yourself into your hands and into your heart. And inhale to begin. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on. Guide your way on. Sat Nam. May you walk your path consciously with an awakened spirit and eyes wide open. May you allow your heart to be free, to act in service, in humility and in love. And may you allow yourself to shine for the world to experience your greatness. Peace within you, light within you, and love within you today and every day. Sat Nam. Please bow your head so that your head surrenders to your heart in every action, every thought, and every relationship. Sat Nam. Thank you so much for being with me and with your